Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Paulina's revised will stuns family with a big change as health deteriorates. Days of Our Lives reveal that Paulina Price will have her mortality on her mind. Kayla Johnson mentioned that Paulina might need a heart transplant, and during the week of March 4th to 8th, it looks like she confirmed that's what be necessary for Paulina's survival. With no heart in sight and her health fleetly deteriorating, Paulina will struggle with the idea of facing a grim fate. It leave Paulina desperately wishing she could have further time with her favored bones. But Marlena Evans will suppose she should just throw in the kerchief. Although Paulina will appreciate Marlena's positive station and helpful guidance, she still feel like she should face reality. Days spoilers say that lead to Paulina milling effects over and realizing there's a big change she wants to make to her will. Paulina will calculate on Abe Carver and Lonnie Grant to help recognize her final wishes. Since Paulina can't do much on her own from that sanitarium bed, she need Lonnie and Abe's help to make this be. Days say Paulina will decide to leave the bulk of her estate to her grandchildren, Jules Grant and Carver Grant. Suckers know they read just little bones. Right now, but eventually Carver and Jules will grow up and come the future of Paulina's family. Paulina will worry that she won't survive long enough to watch the halves grow up, so she want to leave commodity behind to make sure Jules and Carver are taken care of. Since Paulina will also talk about wanting to leave a lasting heritage in Salem, she may make some donations involving the city as well. Whatever the case, Days spoilers say Paulina will make some big opinions about her will and stun her family with this advertisement. The fact that Paulina is preparing for the end like this will clearly be tough for Abe Carver, Chanel DiMera, Lonnie Grant and indeed Eli Grant to hear. It may feel like Paulina is surrendering to her fate and accepting that she's about to head into the great hereafter. The good news is all signs point to Paulina surviving and thriving in the end. The bad news is there be total terror for Paulina's nearest and dearest in the meantime. Ava is trapped, saving Paulina. Harris exposes Goldman. Everett's confession. Days of Our Lives indicates that Ava Vitale is trapped in this agreement with Clyde Weston. Paulina's croakers go to work to save her life. Harris Michaels exposes Goldman as the bad police officer. Everett Lynch makes a concession. Ava Vitale cannot be saved. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Ava was sure that Harris could get her off the hook with Clyde. Ava and Steve Johnson are trying their stylish to find Wendy Shin and Trip Johnson. Still, Clyde has no intention of letting Ava out from under control. Ava cannot go to make one wrong move because Trip and Wendy will be killed. Ava allowed that Harris had her back when he offered to cover her if she'd help him bring down Clyde. Now still, Harris is in the sanitarium after nearly dying and Ava is at Clyde's mercy. Indeed, Steve cannot feel to get Ava out of this bone. Can anyone save her? Paulina Price is not ready to die. Paulina lately had a heart attack and was told that she may have to have a heart transplant. Unfortunately, Paulina may not survive another heart attack and they need to find out for sure if she needs a new bone. Paulina doesn't want to die and will talk to her croakers about this. Who'll end up dying to give a heart for her? Abe Carver and Lonnie Grant will bandy this as well. Abe has missed a lot of time with Paulina because of his amnesia and he clearly doesn't want to lose his woman. Lonnie doesn't want to lose her mama moreover. Can Paulina's croakers manage to save her life after everything that has happened? Days of Our Lives spoilers Monday, March 4th. Ava is trapped, saving Paulina. Harris exposes Goldman. Everett's confession. Days of Our Lives. Harris Michaels exposes Goldman. Harris lately woke up after being shot doubly, having major surgery, and a coma. Now, long before he should be, Harris has caught his bushwhacker from both frequentness and plans to let Rafe Hernandez in on the fact that he knows that Stefen DiMera tried to kill him and that Goldman is working for Clyde. Everett eventually admits to being Bobby Stein at one time. Does this mean that Everett remembers being Bobby, or is he admitting that his fingerprints gave him down? What has Bobby done other than how he treated Jada Hunter? How numerous further women has Bobby be threading along? EJ's sinister Stefano DiMera turn goes full baddie after losing Nicole? Days of Our Lives reveal that there's been a void in the DiMera clan without Stefano DiMera, so another DiMera really needs to step up and take his place as a more minatory member of the family. Tony DiMera is around much presently and is too happy with Anna DiMera to peril his love with villain status anyway. Stefen DiMera's character has taken a minatory turn recently, but that's passing against his will. Days suckers are seeing Stefen reluctantly follow another villain's orders rather ineptly, so he's just not Stefano's successor material. Of course, Chad DiMera is the nicest of the DiMera sisters and has no interest in being like his unlawful father. DOL observers know Chad would much rather concentrate on his kiddies and perhaps find a path to real happiness again. As for Kristen DiMera, she wastes too important time with petty plots. When Kristen is in captivity, she's hung up with Brady Black, and that doesn't make her a good contender as Stefano's successor moreover. EJ DiMera may be the bone who stands the stylish chance of carrying the true DiMera arsonist, especially after some story twists play out in the months ahead. Days suckers will recall that Sloan Petterizan Brady stole Nicole DiMera's baby with Melinda Trask's help. Due to all the maternity deception, EJ thinks the baby Nicole had belonged to him. That's why EJ could go off the rails in a big way once the verity comes to light. We should see EJ unleash his fury over the baby theft, and he'll have to face the infuriating, ruinous lawsuit over again when he realizes Jude Brady is his. That may not indeed be the worst of it, since EJ's relationship with Nicole is doomed. There's been no news about a recast. Formerly Ariane Zucker departs on screen, so Nicole should be written out unless commodity changes. Indeed, if a recast does be, also Days will presumably just shoot Nicole back in Eric Brady's romantic direction like they've done so numerous times before, especially since he's Jude's father. That said, the most likely option may be Nicole's exit. EJ and Nicole have been happy together far too long by cleaner norms anyway, so they're actually overdue for an unhappy ending. EJ has a softer side with Nicole, but that may go down once he loses her, no matter how that loss goes down. We could see far more minatory interpretation of EJ rise up and take Stefano's place by going full baddie. Days of Our Lives spoilers say EJ has some big changes in his future, so stick with us for updates on the shocking news that's brewing. Celebrates 26 times of Ariane Zucker and Nicole Walker among reproach. Days of Our Lives suckers will soon be saying farewell to Nicole Walker as Ariane Zucker formally again exits the show, but at least they've her for now as she celebrates 26 times in Salem. Days of Our Lives spoilers, how Nicole rings in 26 times. At least Nicole Walker is getting some good news as her 27th time in Salem begins. Her son Holly Jonas is eventually awake after falling into a coma due to an opioid overdose on New Year's Eve. Nicole formerly thinks she lost her baby boy in November, so the idea of losing her teenage girl was killing her inside. Days of Our Lives celebrates 26 times of Ariane Zucker and Nicole Walker among scandal. Of course, Nicole still needs to learn that her son is alive and living with Eric Brady and Sloan Peterson. She also still needs to find out that Eric is Jude's father and not EJ DiMera. When those scenes arrive, there won't be a dry eye in the house, but will they marshal in the end of Nicole's time as a citizen of Salem? DOL, how Ariane Zucker is ringing in 26 times as her anniversary as a Days star arrives. Zucker is no longer a part of the Days of Our Lives cast. She's also suing Days of Our Lives for unlawful termination after her contract wasn't renewed. She's the actress who spoke for the entire womanish cast last summer when administrative patron Albert Aller was indicted of sexual importunity. Aller was let go soon after, and many weeks ago, Zucker revealed that her contract wasn't renewed last fall. She believes that's retribution for being the whoosh cracker on Aller and going to Corday Productions with her complaints. Scuttlebutt has it that Zucker, who's engaged to former co-star Sean Christian, Daniel Jonas, mugged the scenes of Nicole reuniting with Jude before her last day playing Nicole, so at least there will be some lucre for suckers before Nicole is steered off the oil. Will Nicole's exit be for good, or will Zucker get her job back as part of an agreement with Corday Products and Sony? Only time will tell.